Yes, no, yes, no. Finally, United States and Iran, they have agreed to sit on a table. United States, they have always put allegation on Iran that Iran is making nuclear bomb. Iran has uranium and Iran is purifying uranium more than a warning level. If you purify uranium more than a warning level, then certainly you are using uranium, you intend to use uranium for the making the nuclear bomb or nuclear warhead. In that sense, America is want to sit with Iran on a table, and then it wants to understand why it is purifying its uranium to beyond a certain level. What is its nuclear plan? Because you cannot make nuclear bomb like this, nuclear warhead like this, without informing United Nations or whatsoever, because you can kill people. So in that sense, you cannot do like that. So now Iranian counterpart, they had like Khomeini, Mr. Khomeini. So he had said that no, we can talk to America, but through indirect way, not through direct way. But anyway, the way Donald Trump start jumping on someone, he has to come to negotiating table. He do not have any other way. Same happened to Mr. Vladimir Putin also. Now, when Donald Trump started jumping on Iran that we will drop bomb on you and we will do sanctions on you, we will put secondary tariff on you. So many things when he talked, then finally Iran bent upon it. And then now there is a place called Muscat that is considered as the capital of Oman. Oman and Iran, more or less, they are adjacent countries only. Only Iranian Gulf is there in between, and UAE is there. Otherwise, they are near to. Oman is a country which was considered as an integral part to the Baluchistan region earlier. Later, it became different country. It is connected to India. Anyway, now in the Muscat, I believe today Iranian counterpart for the discussion, who are taking part in the discussion, Iranian Foreign Minister Mr. Abbas Argachi. Mr. Abbas Argachi, he is Foreign Minister of Iran, and then the representative of United States to the Middle East, Mr. Steve Witkoff. He is taking part in the discussion, and Abbas Argachi. They will sit in the Muscat in one room. Anyway, Iran had always maintained that we will make indirect discussion. In that, the negotiators from the Oman, they will sit in between. So one side, the Iranian part, and another side, United States part. In between, the Muscat people or Oman mediators, they will sit. But anyway, if discussion is happening in one room and you are talking to Omanian mediator, then mediators, they are compiling the discussion and then they are going and talking to United States representative. It will be considered as the direct discussion only. It will not be considered as indirect discussion because it is happening in the same room. Indirect discussion happens when the Omanian representative would have gone to Iran or Iranian would have come to Oman, and there would be in a single room there would have been a discussion, and next day Omanian and United States, but same day, same room, same time, it will be considered as a direct discussion one. Anyway, now Donald Trump is firm on that the nuclear plan of Iran has to be curbed. It cannot go the way it is going. Why Donald Trump is worrying about Iran? Donald Trump is worrying about because Donald Trump in a mood to save money. And when Israel and Hamas fighters they have locked horn in fighting with each other, America is losing money. And America is considering that Hamas fighters and Houthi fighters they are they are being supported by Iran only. And if Iran power is reduced, Iran main power is nuclear power. If America is able to reduce the Iranian power, then these Iran Houthi fighters and the kind of Hamas fighter, and these will become a kind of they will lose their strength. In that sense, war will be over in the Middle East, and then no need to give money to the Israel. That is the main idea of this discussion. Anyway, discussion is happening, and what will be the result? This is one scenario. Another scenario is now United States is in complete war of economy, trade, and money. That America that used to control the world through military way, that era is over. Now Donald Trump is only focusing on making America rich because America has slided down to number two. Number one is China in the export. Number one is China in the manufacturing. Everywhere China is number one. In hardware, in software, in artificial intelligence kind of software, there is no comparison of China now. So everywhere when China is number one, now America is dying to get back the number one. Now America's main competitor is China. Okay. Now anyway, what will happen to the discussion between United States and Iran? Then it is considered that it will be a futile discussion. Futile means it will not have any result. Why it will not have any result? Because America's mentality in the discussion is different. When someone is discussing with Iran, when United States is discussing with Iran, its main focus should be Iran should control the nuclear power. Its main focus not should be that he should save money. There is no selflessness. There should be selflessness when you are talking to Iran. Means you are trying to save the world, but you are not trying to save the world. You are trying to save your wallet, your pocket, and that is your focus. In that focus, these kind of discussion will not be fruitful. That is always has been considered because America eye is now to bring Iran down so that Hamas and Houthi will be down so that Israeli will live like a lavish life and there won't be any war. In that situation, now this discussion is likely to be vague or fruitless. This is what is considered. When discussion will be fruitless, then what America will do? After that, Donald Trump will increase the sanctions against Iran. This is the next step. America will put more secondary tariff on the Iran. Secondary tariff means whoever is associated with Iran in the trade, America is going to charge tariff on that country if it does trade with the United States. This is called secondary tariff. Now more sanctions on Iran, more secondary tariff on Iran. In that fashion, what Iran will do? Iran, the main source of income, Iran main source of the income is crude oil. It sells crude oil and it earns money. When Iran will not be able to sell crude oil, then where from it will get the money? China. Okay. If America is showing eye to anyone putting sanctions on that country is straightforward. He is looking at China. Anyway, the Iranian, the main crude oil purchaser is China right now. Iran will sell more crude oil to the China. Iran crude oil is at high quality and price will be very less because of the sanctions. Now China is getting more or less free very high quality oil from Iran because of United States only. Now America is getting that much oil from Iran that it has made a port in Gwadar, that is in Balochistan province of Pakistan, Gwadar port. From it brings the oil in a ship to Gwadar port, and from Gwadar port it does transportation of the oil to Xinjiang province, that is Kashi Kasgar Urumqi region. There it has new set of industry in the Xinjiang. In Xinjiang, China has made an industrial belt, and there it is transporting crude oil from Iran through the Pakistan. Now you tell me, anyone should tell me one thing. When you are getting crude oil, America has put sanctions on Russia also. Russia is also a big exporter of crude oil. Now Russia is now seeing straightforward China. Now China is getting crude oil for free from Russia, less price, high quality. China is getting high quality crude oil from Iran. Now Venezuela is facing sanctions and secondary tariff from America also, 25%. In that sense, Venezuela crude oil is also coming to the Gwadar port, and then it is coming to China's Xinjiang province. Now China is number one manufacturer in the world. Total manufacturing that is happening around the globe, 35% of the manufacturing happens in China. If there is around 25 to 30 trillion dollar, that is the worldwide export. Now every country export of goods, There is a goods and services export. Only in the goods section, the goods export worldwide happens around 25 to 30 trillion dollars. In that, China has $3.5 trillion export. Around 15% of the world export, 12 to 15%, happens through China. When do you are number one exporter in the world, you are number one manufacturer in the world. 35% of the total manufacturing worldwide happens in China. You need crude oil, you need energy, and you are getting that for free. And you are getting that for free because of United States. Now, United States get crude oil from Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Libya, this kind of country, where quality of the oil is low and price is high. See the kind of someone would see the what we can say. See the kind of the reverse condition. Okay, see the paradox. This is a better word. See the paradox. America was number one manufacturer in the world, number one exporter in the world, and it started putting sanction on the country who are rich in the crude oil. And now they started shipping the crude oil to China because of the sanctions. Now America is number two because of the itself only, and China is number one. Now what will happen? China will keep growing in its economy, and America will keep coming down in the economy. That is the end result. What will happen next? Then America will put more sanctions on the country because it has to control its money. This will fall in a cycle. America keep doing sanctions on the country, and those countries will start heading towards China. They will import items to the China, and they will export items to the China in less price. This is what is called, you come in a runaway, you come in a cycle. America is in a cycle right now. It has to break the runaway, it has to break the cycle. Anyway, let's wait and watch and see what is the outcome of the United States and Iranian discussion that is happening in Muscat, Oman. But whatever result comes in, it is a big headache of America now, the way China is growing. I believe America would understand it, and it will break its own cycle, and it will break China's cycle also.